Hello and welcome. So in today's Gran Turismo 7 video, we are going to be taking a look at what I think is the true test of a driver's abilities. Because yes, you can go head to head in a race, but there are so many possibilities that can throw you off and not truly show how great you are as a driver. Now, how you see how good you are in the world. The online time trial. Every 2 weeks a new event comes up and you get to pick what car you want to use and just go around the circuit as fast as possible. Now what do you get from this? If you are in the top 3%, you actually win 2 million credits. Now I thought this is the first time I'm actually gonna try and attempt a time trial. So let me set a challenge. I came over to the leaderboard and I saw that it was dominated by the Nissan GTR. So I set first handicap. I'm not allowed to use a GTR. The main goal, get into the top 3%. I want you guys to remember, I'm a controller player. I'm not really that good. And just that's about it. So that is the goal for today's video. Try and get into the top 3%. I mean, cause how hard can it truly be? We now see that we have a benchmark, the 1 minute 47.698. That is the time we need to beat to try and get into the top 3% of drivers in the world. So first attempt, I came into it. I have a general knowledge of the circuit. First time I'm actually using the vehicle, so I'm jumping in to a brand new vehicle to a circuit I know fairly well and just see how fast I can truly go. Now as I'm testing the car, going around the first few turns, I see, okay, I need to learn how does the vehicle brake, its acceleration, where it brakes, traction. It is a 4-wheel drive vehicle, so grip should not really be that big of an issue. Now, also a key component, where are the corner cuts? Where can I cheese the corners and not end up with a penalty? Now, as you saw from the previous corner that I took there, it is a bit risky because you do run the risk of getting a penalty. Now, I was just testing to see, okay, how does it actually handle around the turns? Where do I need to play with the accelerator and the brake? Where do I need to feel and just let the car roll? So my biggest concern, however, was the chicane, the dead chicane in online races, time trials, just playing the circuit in general. It is such a deadly corner. If you misjudge it, bang, in the wall, race over, time trial over, that's it, finish, need to run again. So I knew on the first lap we just testing out the vehicle, we testing out the circuit, just see, okay, can we make it in one piece? Now as you can see, the world record is a 144 and we crossed the line doing a 151. That's 7 seconds off the pace of the world record. But we only need a 147, so shouldn't be that hard, because on the second lap we already dropped it down by a second. We set a 150.2, so we're already getting closer to a goal. But I knew if I wanted to really make big improvements, I needed to load up a ghost, because with our 150 we are in the top 5% of the world. We are 46,000 in the world. If you look on the global leaderboard, that is way at the bottom. So we need to keep pushing, and with the ghost being set, we actually beat it on our first time around. So it really shows, hey, look, it was 200 of a second, so we still got a very long way to go. I set my ghost, so I knew, okay, we can improve, but just on my personal time. We'll go and get a person that's very high up on the leaderboard later on if we end up struggling with my time or just not making any improvements. Now, with spending over 20 minutes going around the circuit non-stop trying to improve the time, we set the fastest time of our session, and that was a 1:48.5. So you can see we are edging closer and closer and closer into the top 3% in the world. As you can see, we are so close. We are actually in the top 3.83% of the world with our 1:48 time. However, we still need to shave off just about a second off of our lap time. Now, that is going to be a big task because I was pushing it and I went all out using my own ghost. And I knew the only way that we were going to break into the top 3% of the world was to go and get one of the big dogs. So after scrolling through the global rankings, I knew I didn't want anyone in the top 10 because I'm not going to be able to keep up with them. That's why the 69 person, nice, they will be our go-to guy or girl, whoever it is. Now, this was our moment of make it or break it. So the first thing that I learned, my line, trash. I was not going to make it anywhere near the top 3% if my line was just bad. I was not carrying enough speed. I was not making it through the corners fast enough. Now, even with the apex here, I saw a GTR was proper riding the apex. So I knew, okay, I need to cut it as close as possible to the wall. Now, the ghost is 0.3 seconds ahead of me. I actually found this to be a problem because I was still losing too much ground between myself and the ghost was running away. So it's pointless having a ghost if you can't see and mimic what the ghost is doing. So we had to drop that down to 0.1, and with us doing that, we saved a lot of time, almost 1.5 seconds. Now we were finally in the 1:47 mark. We were almost there. We were on the edge of breaking into the top 3%. With it now being the final push, I knew we had to get rid of the 69th position ghost. It was only now between myself and my ghost, and it was all hands on deck. It was all go. We came in, we were carrying speed, we were already ahead of the ghost slightly. Now remember, the ghost is currently set to 0.3 seconds ahead of me, so the ghost will run ahead of me, but I will be going so much faster. So I learned, okay, able to cut that corner, dip 2 wheels, 3 or more, penalty. Dip the 2 wheels. We actually ran a bit wider than I would have wanted. The ghost is slightly pulling away from us, so I knew in these next few turns we need to cheese it. As you can see, 2 wheels dipped over the curb, 2 wheels dipped over the curb. It was the only way to do it, to get your car around the turn as fast as possible. Well, for me, I dipped my wheels over the curb. Other people find it slows the car, it throws the car off. Me personally, I feel like, hey, I'm hitting the apex, I'm making around this turn, I'm going to get it around the turn as fast as possible. Now the chicanes, the make it or break it moments of the circuit. As you can see, a slight dab of the brakes and straight through as fast as possible. We need to keep going, we need to get going. If you even hesitate or start overthinking about it in that chicane, it's already over. You are gonna make a mistake and you are going to run into the wall, and that is your time ruined. So I knew if I made it through that, it was just plain sailing, get it home. Bring home the top 3% in the world, and with that, we break into the top 3%. With a 1:47.637, we have done it, ladies and gentlemen. We have made it. We have made it into the top 3%. Our goal has been obtained, and we have managed to find success. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget, smash that like button, subscribe for more Gran Turismo 7 content. If you guys really did enjoy this, and thank you so much for watching. Peace.